What's up? Hey guys. Nah, it's so different because yes, this is Santo Plays. This is what I look like. This is exactly what I look like. And y'all can tell by my voice, of course. And it's so funny, like, showing my face because I know y'all are used to, like, just me just talking and just seeing the gameplay, not my face. But this is what I look like. And the reason why I'm showing y'all me is because the reason why I'm showing y'all me is so funny. Anyways, the reason why I'm showing y'all myself, like my face, is because this is something new that I'm gonna do on the channel. So I'm gonna do, in addition to my playthroughs and my walkthroughs, I'm gonna do game reactions and I'm gonna also do game reviews. So we just beat Dead Space and we beat Resident Evil Requiem. So that game review, I'm gonna drop that on Friday because today is Wednesday and this video is gonna drop today, by the way, like as soon as I get done recording. Because Resident Evil Requiem, that's long overdue for a game review. And I got a lot of great stuff to say about that game. But I'm going to do Dead Space first since we just beat it back on Monday. And let me tell y'all, Dead Space, we finally beat Dead Space, man. And that game was one hell of a ride, bro. From the moment that we started chapter 1 all the way to chapter 12. Oh my gosh, man. Like, listen. I had no intentions of starting off this channel doing horror games, but boy, because listen, I love horror movies. Horror movies is honestly my favorite genre. But playing horror games is completely way different from the movies. Because like you really are like immersed and locked in and all you hear is loud grunting noises coming from every which way of the corner. You like, what the hell is going on? And that's how I was feeling. Y'all heard my voice. Y'all heard the emotion, man, throughout this whole entire series. And it was scary as fuck, but in a great way, in a really great way. Listen, you can tell, I'll probably say from chapters 10 through 12, those were like some of the most difficult chapters out of the entire game. And it felt like each time we got deeper and deeper into those chapters, the more difficult the necromorphs got. Like, I'm telling you, I'm over here trying to burn them with the flamethrower, and they was just eating through it. Y'all, and the one necromorph that looked like a football player that was juking and doing all of this stuff. I'm like, what the hell? Like, bro, I'm telling you, they were just getting more and more difficult as we were getting near the end of the game. But I love it though, because it's a challenge. It's a challenge, and when it comes to challenges, we gonna find our way to beat them. So if I had to rate the game Dead Space, I would honestly give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. I would give it a straight 8.5 out of 10 because the gameplay was smooth, it was crisp, it was nice. The scary factor was freaking through the roof. It broke my scale because half the time you didn't even know the necromorphs were behind you. All you just heard was sound right behind you. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yep, perfect time to reload. Perfect time to reload. Oh my gosh! No, it's not. Holy smokes! What
the? So like the scare factor was insane. And I love the story, man. I cannot believe, spoiler alert, I cannot believe everybody that Isaac trusted backstabbed him, especially Daniels. Daniels had us go through this entire process of like doing this, that, and the third with all of these different tasks. And how the hell is she going to just backstab him like that? The only real person in the game to me was Dr. Kyne. Dr. Kyne was a man of his word. And he was even right there on the ship waiting for us to help him until he got betrayed and shot by Daniels, who ended up stealing the artifact for herself. Like, man. And then the whole time we thought we were talking to Nicole, it wasn't even Nicole. Like, man, it was just so much just deceitfulness going on in the game. Like, and that's what made it so good at the same time, because at the end of the day, Isaac learned a very valuable lesson. You can only trust yourself. You can't trust anybody. And then the fact that Nicole was trying to get us to help her at the end with that final boss with the hive. And then Isaac was actually trying to help her. Like, no, Isaac, after everything that she did to you, listen, she got what she deserved. And I said it in the game. I was like, listen, as soon as she backstabbed us, I was like, watch, that girl is going to get exactly what she deserves, and that's exactly what she got. The thing about Dead Space that I loved is that, like, it kept you on high alert throughout the entire game. It kept you on high alert. It made you want to constantly upgrade your weapons. That's for sure. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Dead Space is a game that I've honestly always wanted to play. Like, ever since I saw the trailer to Dead Space 3, I think I was like 13 or 12 at the time. I'm 26 right now. So that was like 13 years ago. I've always wanted to play it, but I always thought it was too scary. And at the time I was 13, I'm like, this junk is gonna give me nightmares. but then when they went back and they remastered Dead Space, I know I'm a couple years late, but when they went back and they remastered it, I was like, oh, I gotta play this. I gotta play this, because 13-year-old me is like, dude, you have to play this game. You like it's a sign. So I'm glad that I finally got to experience Dead Space, and not only that, but I got to experience Dead Space 1, the remake, and it was one hell of a ride. Like I said, it was a journey. And that final boss, the Hive, that took me like 10 tries to beat. No lie, it took me 10 tries to beat. When he was throwing up that slime at us, that acid, oh my gosh. And then on top of that, trapping us in one, and like he was trapping us like in one area, and then we could not move, and he's over here freaking spamming, trying to hit us and kill us. That was tough as hell. But listen, I'm so glad that we got through it, man. I'm so glad that we got through it, and I'm glad that Isaac got off of that damn planet. And yeah, first, like I said, first time with the face, like showing my face and stuff. So now y'all know I'm Santo Plays. But I love you guys, and I think the next game that we're going to play next was going to be Pragmata. I cannot wait for that game. Capcom has been on a roll lately. Like they did, like especially with Resident Evil, which is already people are saying is possible game of the year. And I can't wait to see what they do with Pragmata. And I think they're dropping another game called Amneshura. I think that might come out this summer. It's so many games we're going to be playing this year on the channel too. So yeah, man. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the playthrough if you guys saw it. And like I said, let me know your thoughts and comments. Let me know how you guys felt about Dead Space when you guys first played it. I'll definitely be reading and responding to any comments as well. But I love you guys, and see you guys in the next playthrough. I'm out.